Hello, welcome back. Hearts of Iron 4 as Russia. We're gaining some political power here because I'm going to have a little go at teaming up with Poland. Let's not say annexing, but liberating from their corrupt authoritarian government, which, well, we're currently under ourselves, but soon we will not be. What do we got to do here? We got expensive support. We don't want to go too fast because we want to have the war stuff going before so that we can actually do it, because just in our little story here we can play in that it was the war in Poland which sort of pushed them over the edge. But yeah, we're gonna go for Walyaka, something like that. It's gonna take 250 days, so hopefully by the time this sort of starts it will come in perfectly, you know. We got plenty of troops going over to on the border. It shouldn't be too bad. Here you got then. Usually about 40 odd. They might have more by the time this comes around. We got a fair few on his border there. We're going to have more. Could even move, say, like your army over. We'll see if you get guaranteed by anyone too. Maybe Romania wants to get involved, or the Czechs. But it tends to be the other way around. Don't you support them, or Romania supports Czechs, not the Poles? And let's actually have a look at another focus here, if there's any. I don't want to do the purge. I don't want to do any of those. Air Doctrine, yeah, perhaps. There's nothing else with factories. Yeah, research slot I need to have. Collectivist propaganda. Political power, stability. Yeah, let's just do that then. Propaganda for the Democrats. Democrats use propaganda too. It's not a communist only thing. What do we got here? Research. Let's go with more of this stuff here. I like to have my research good, so let's get it good. These guys will hopefully steamroll through there, and then what we're going to want is a fair few more military factories to up our capacity. How about that many? If we ever get further than that, well, maybe some ports up here. Not too much of a threat. Who are you? Oh, you guys aren't actually set to units. Ah, I see. Why? Oh, I see why. Because I can't actually do them directly to that. Okay, well, in that case, I'll just do them individually then. Shouldn't be too hard. Oh yes, Joseph Stalin questions Polish sovereignty. Who determines the borders of a nation and how they are determined? Whatever way people may have found in the past to justify where Soviet Union ends and Poland begins, we live in a new era. The strategic importance of this border cannot be overstated, and we are well within our rights to shift it to ensure the continued security of our people. Listening to Joseph Stalin's recent speeches, an invasion of Poland appears imminent. Dissenting voices have objected, but public support for war is on the rise. We must rally behind his cause. You can go over here, you guys down here. Let's get all these chaps in line. Ready to rock. Send in the greens. You guys gonna go? Are we filled in over here? Because I do have a fair few forces on this front. But we're the Soviets. We can afford to send a few people down on our way. Yeah, these fellas don't really want to go in at all. You guys are. But the other fellas, they don't fancy it. But that's fine. Hopefully Poland gets supported by Romania, but I don't think it ever happens. Because I would not mind taking you into our loving embrace as well. Pretty well defended over here. Turkey should be fine. You guys are pretty overran there. But we can avoid war with Japan. It's not something we necessarily need to do. Maybe later, when they're a bit more stretched thin, we could have a bit of a look. What's your army's pink because of Poland? That's good. How do for guns? We still don't have all the guns we require, so we will leave them. We won't train any more divisions, is what I'm trying to say here. Excellent. I'm finding my music a little bit low, so I'm going to turn it up a little bit. I hope it doesn't interfere with anything at all. I don't think it did on the previous video, so hopefully it doesn't here either. We got any more planes that aren't in use, perhaps? Out east? Yes, we do. A fair few. Let's put you under the command of Mr. Blue here. You can go over and help him and hopefully do a good job. Do we have many planes in reserve? We do have a few, but not... We're not drowning in them. Hopefully our tanks are enough as well. We don't want to have those getting destroyed on the run-in, do we? You there, Charsky. Oh, I'm paused. Of course it's not progressing. Here's me wondering, why haven't they come out yet? Well, it would appear that we never unpaused the game. So we've got that going for us, haven't we? Now I just need these other chaps to be ready to rock, and we are all good. They shouldn't take too long. Alright, Poland. Give it up, would you? What was this? 74. What do you mean? Ask for access? Yeah. You can come over here, but I don't see what good it's going to do you. We're not going to support the war efforts. Damn, you're the no faction. He's the military junta. Are you sure you're... Oh, no, not no faction, but you're still democratic. I didn't think you would be. I guess it depends on the national focuses, and we currently have unhistorical selected, so I'm going to see some unique things there, aren't I? Let's see about you. Good chap, what do we have? Aggressive and offensive. Well, aggressive assault, breakthrough plus 10%. I will take it. An organization first. Reinforce rates, recovery. Yes, let's get recovery on there as well. Get these guys well looked after. You could potentially have something as well. Good Igor. No, you're just a winter man. Oh, well, propaganda is learned about, so go us. Now we can learn about militarized schools, all recruitable population, and extra research slot. Two things I think we will be looking into as soon as we can. Decisions available. Ban fascism. I think we'll keep our points for now. Discredited government, expansive with support. No, we'll wait on that because they are growing quite rapidly, and we still have a bit of time to go before we have any sort of war launched. Building, resource. Let's go for resources just in case. We don't need to have equipment upgrades just yet. We have the manpower. We are outmanned on the Finlandia front though. Joseph Stalin angered by Polish posturing. Those naive citizens of the Soviet Union who imagine the Polish as a people of peace are entirely out of touch with reality. Those who live at our border do not have the luxury of such delusions, seeing their troops closing in on us just across it. This is a threat we cannot leave unanswered. With every passing day, Poland is preparing for war. It would be madness for us not to do the same. The Polish military presence close to our border has sparked increased concern as its nation appears more and more to be the enemy of the All-Union Communist Party. Whether it is the cause or the effect of their polemic is American. I don't know what half these words fucking mean, but oh well. Should be too long. We will liberate the Byelorussians in there. Yeah, the Byelorussians need to be liberated. And then you got aren't you Lithuanians? Yeah, Lithuanians. Anyone else? Just yeah, some Ukrainians of course need to be liberated there. There is lots of Ukraine. We'll create our own states over here. All these people, they all deserve freedom. Who we got around here? What? Who on earth is that? Turkmenistan. That's a terrible flag. Joseph Stalin questions sovereignty. Oh, it's this one again. Yeah, we've already read that. So all these small nations, they all deserve a right to exist. They do. Spain took 9 states. Good for them. Spanish nationalists are defeated and Spain is now democratic. Well, don't mind if I do. Hindenburg incident. Aha, I see. I understand. Lots of prospecting for resources. Could be happy about that. But as for things, I don't know what we're going to want here. Probably figureheads. Could be a way to go. Or captain of industry, I wouldn't mind. Civilian factory build. Or of course you can make the troops a bit happier. Let's go here though with resources again. We do want to ensure that we have enough to keep up with our factories and our fuel consumption. Militarized schools, excellent. We'll leave that where it is for a little bit. What have we got here? Socialist realism or construction speed. I want construction speed. Construction speed is a great thing. That's actually going up a touch now. I'm happy about that. Didn't like it going down. Well, come on, let's spread our way to Poland. We'll just, I guess, annex it at first and then release it when we have already switched our belief system. I don't think we'd be able to go after Lithuania until this war here is completed. But we'll see. The world tension might be a little bit too high. But Lithuania would be next on the list. There they are. Good chaps. So your army here, no, that's the southern army. Your army here. Again, we're angered by the posturing, but that's fine. We're going to take 2 of your units. We're going to stick them over on a front line here, because I did completely forget about those individuals. Research slots available again. Let's actually go for the improved infantry equipment now. Some slightly better shekels, not shekels, what's the word? Shovels. Amelia Earhart disappears. The famous aviator Amelia Earhart, the first woman to complete a solo flight across the Atlantic, well, apparently not, has disappeared along with her navigator, Fred Noonan, near Holland Island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. The two were attempting a flight around the entire world in their twin-engined Lockheed Electra plane when they vanished. So let's get rid of that, because that's not... Unless that actually... Oh no, across the Atlantic. Oh yes, of course. Yeah, well, we'll give her that then, because that did actually happen. The two, a search for the missing aviators is now being conducted by the US Navy and Coast Guard, but there is little hope of finding them. A loss for aviation, I'm sure, but Americans, what does it affect us? We are glorious Russia. We don't care for such things. What are we at? 44%. Whole national referendum, eh? 50%. Well, we can do that whenever we wish. I just think if I do start justifying a war goal and then I switch, it might cancel it, but we'll give it a go. Because I don't want to be Soviet for too long. I just want to get this war out the way and then we can move on with our lives. Get a good border going against the Germans there. Make sure that they are not a threat to us. Paris. Invest in Indochina. Hey, good for you. Britain is protecting Suez. Good. Should have done that a bit better in the, when was it, 60s? Workers' culture. Very good. Let's, next up, women in aviation. We gain air experience and gain pilots, filtered mapper. Oh, we got realism for political power there, which will lead on to aviation cult. I want the research slot first. We'll go for that. We don't need to worry about pilots for now, for probably ever. We've got plenty of manpower here. The armies here are all manned up and ready to rock. They reckon they would win. Let's have them actually told to advance. Justification is ready and war will be declared. No need to call in our allies. Let's just declare it straight up and see how these chaps do. Excellent. We'll actually put you on there because, you know, Blad, what does it matter? Okay, next up would be Lithuania. But if we justified a war goal there to conquer Kaunas, 285 days, really? Still, I wouldn't mind Lithuania joining in here, so we are going to go with that, and hopefully we'll get it without any interference. There is interference, okay. Yeah, it's interference from the Allies. We'll just, we'll leave it anyway. Joseph Stalin brings revolution to Lithuania. While we have consolidated the socialist Soviet society and Soviet Union, many nations still suffer under the despots of old. The workers of Lithuania have no voice, no means to organize, and any attempts to institute socialism will be crushed savagely by the Antanas-Smetona regime. We cannot wait for the gears of the international revolution to turn for the Lithuanian people. With the revolution, we have proven that we could crush the capitalist oppressors here, and we will crush the oppressors in Kaunas as well. Joseph Stalin has abandoned all attempts at diplomatic rhetoric towards LCS-controlled Lithuania. The quest to eradicate all borders is now strictly focused on eradicating their borders. Lithuanian workers, your liberation is near. Although, let's not be too overly communist about it, we are on our way to switching over here. Yes, we are. We've already moved in at all? Yeah! A couple of little areas we have advanced. We do have the army to keep trying to advance, and the thinner we spread their army, the easier it's going to be. Also, I never checked you guys, but it's been over a year now. Already suffering losses here, aren't we? But it's pretty equal, really. Tanatuvra and Mongolia, you're more than welcome to join. And then there is the technology. I'm not sure. Mechanical computing. Yeah, let's learn about a computer. Sure. The Russians can build terrific computers. Oh, come on, chaps. Let's get going. None of this standing still nonsense. Push straight in there. Konstantin Rokovsky is wounded. In bringing the battle to a successful conclusion, it seems the general... Oh, well. It seems the general put himself in a bit too much risk while leading his men. He has been wounded, and it will be unlikely to take some time for the wounds to fully heal, until which the general will not be performing as his usual level. Ace pilots promoted. Few take as many risks as the brave pilots of the Soviet Air Force. Vladislav Ortorovsky, a skilled pilot known under the call sign Striker, has distinguished himself in not only returning alive, but piloting his Polikarpov 116 with immense skill. Recently, Vladislav was on a mission over eastern Poland and was instrumental in the success of this critical encounter. Held up as a shining example to the Soviets of their courage, Vladislav's recent promotion has been highly publicized. Although the people may view war as more hell than glory, many are glad to see that there are still heroes to rally behind. Excellent. What a good man. My own stability is very low here. Very low. But that's fine. Spain has declared war on a bunch of Spanish anarchists. Oh no, not those lots, but that is actually pretty big. That's a big load of anarchy over there. Big army. Lots of people. Interesting to see what turns up over there. Alright, Poland, we have moved quite far into your country. If we continue, will we surrender? We're losing more than they are, but we can afford to lose even 10 times as many. We're not even losing 2 to 1. It's going very well. Extra research slots. Let's learn about the radio. No, we don't need to learn about the radio. It's a bit of tanks though we could learn about. And infrastructure efforts. Excellent. Infrastructure is very important. And so is securing Poland before this fall over here with a moustache. Mustachio man. Adolf, you may not get over here in Poland. But don't worry, Poles, we're bringing democracy deal. Evacuation level 2, excellent. We will gain a load more resources through that. Let's, what do we want? Air Force, learn better planes. They're not even, we're not even looking for that now. Strategic bomber? We've got tactical bombers. Let's go for close air support. No, let's not. Let's go to the air doctrine instead. And I like this one through the middle, so let's go ahead and spend that on there and get it quite fast. Spain relocates gold reserves. Shipments from Spain have begun to arrive in our country, as the Spanish government is moving their gold reserves abroad for safekeeping for the duration of the war. Perhaps this does spell opportunity. Good. We are continuing to slowly move throughout Poland. We have taken some huge swaths of land, but we need to get all the way. But once we break down their forces, they'll be very easy to push back. How are we doing in the air? We are winning in the air. Of course we're winning in the air. Why wouldn't we be winning in the air? Win ratio 51%. Oh, as long as we're on the assault, any win ratio is progress. Forward! Forward unto glory. No divisions. No, what is this? Air wings not assigned. Yeah, that's fine. They're just naval bombers, I believe. It could be other things. I could also send my navy in to try and blockade them, but I am not too fast. Also, how is the production going here? They're getting there. They are. We'll definitely get all of that done eventually. Not enough manpower or coming to fulfill our garrisons. Well, we definitely got enough manpower. Must be the equipment. But we're progressing. Soon we will have all of this sorted. Este, Estonia, Tartu, Latvia. All these nations should join with us, but they don't want to. The Kingdom of Romania has declared war on Hungary. I see. Hungary was not guaranteed by the Austrians and Italians. Romania is being a bit bad, being a little naughty. But I can't really speak in a moment, can I? Let's start to research. Let's try and upgrade our artillery a bit, eh? Lowell, please fall. Infrastructure effort, terrific. We're really gaining some stuff here. Let's go for transformation of nature. But we've become very bogged down on this side. It's the south we have progressed quite far. And hopefully can continue to progress. Don't see why not. We'll just leave them to it. Poland can't have that much more manpower to sustain this. We absolutely can. Let's have a look, see what he got. They do have a few 100,000 reserve. Yugoslavia has claimed Bulgaria. Good for them. The powder keg. That's the word. The powder keg continues. Hopefully we have the oil to keep going here. The foot soldiers don't need the oil, but the tanks do. And how are we doing for supply of tanks? Quite low. We've gotten quite low on tanks. Another ace pilot. Excellent. Who is it? Snowflake. Of course the socialist nation has a ace pilot called Snowflake. That's terrific. Who dares wins? Well done. But I am seeing more and more red now. And Romania has annexed Hungary. Aha, they're going to be contributing to the world tension now. Formation flying. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's learn a bit more. We'll spend our points on it again. Constantine is wounded again. That's a shame, but we are still progressing. Let's keep going. Let's take this land. Towards capitulation they go, but ever so slowly, because most of their major area is here in the center. So if you are Germany, you can get there relatively fast. On the east, we struggle to take it. But another breakthrough has happened. We should be able to get through relatively quickly here. Especially if they leave places unguarded for us. Might be worth adding another army, but I'm not sure. I don't want to leave anywhere open. I think we'll just leave them to it. Just leave them to it and see what happens. We got the men. We got fuel for now, for another few months. They could always import more. I'm just trying not to because of the building slots here. Again with the Lithuanians, so that's perfectly fine. Transformation of nature, excellent. Let's go ahead and women or realization. Let's go for more points there. And let's get a guy. Army reformer, experience gain, dual specialist, no maneuver, speed or defense. Let's see who else we got. Concealment for air support, regrouping. Oh, then let's go for division speed. Try and catch up on them a little bit faster. Come on, chaps, let's get it going. Let's get it absolutely going. Oh, they're actually on the offensive in a couple of areas. Interesting. But now we can up our tank production. I won't, however, because we need numbers. We need quantity over quality at the moment. Could go for medium tanks, but I'm not going to. What I'm going to go for is land Doctrine. Let's try and get through that. And with this other research slot, perhaps... yeah, I'm not sure there. Maybe we'll go for the gun this time. Alright. Yeah, we got pushed back a bit there. But I do still... No, we look to be entirely on a defense in some spots. Huh. Yeah, we don't want to lose all of our area over here. Maybe we should calm down for just a few months. Allow them to attack us and then counterattack when they are weak. We have all the divisions here still full. Let's hold where we are and then launch an attack once we've got a little bit extra organisation here. Plan preparation a little bit low, but we could get it up. Shame because they are getting there. Interwar artillery, terrific. Let's learn a bit more about artillery then, shall we? Low on guns, very low on guns. Light tanks, very low. Tactical bombers, we have lost a few. These chaps still reckon they are ready to rock. Anschluss! And the United Kingdom exerts influence in Turkey. Ah, they're both on the move. Let's recommit there. So Austria and Hungary both disappear from the face of the earth. That is interesting. But we still have not taken out Poland, who is a much greater foe than the enemies of our other nations, or the other nations. I was hoping to get rid of you before the other chaps. So what we will do is we will launch another army onto this front. We're going to take the blue army here. We're going to have them assigned over here now. Hopefully the enemy does not, or AI does not leave the border too empty for too long. But yes, again we will stop the attacks because we're getting pushed again. Socialist realism. Alright, well let's learn about, looks like women in aviation is the best one to go for, experience. Or set the rule. It doesn't seem to benefit us much at all, so I think we'll just rather get some points here and get some government stuff to help us out. Yes, let's reinforce the army here with whomever we can find. Just you chaps. And then what we'll do is we'll have some new units train to go and join there. But of course, reinforcements and upgrades are most important here. But you will join the yellows whenever you are able. Excellent. Yes, we've definitely been bogged down, but we took a fair bit of land. Just not enough. Looks like we've been pushed back a few provinces here, because didn't I take Tarnow? And another ace pilot. A pilot, very good. Very good. Very, very good. Anything we can do here? We could prepare for civil war, discredit the government. We are actually majority democratic here. So we could host the referendum whenever we wanted. Expands. What are we low on? Only really rubber, and I don't see rubber as an option here, so we'll leave it. Okay. War propaganda. We already have quite a bit of war support. So we'll just leave it for now. We'll take you chaps and have you prepare to go in through here. You're pretty stacked there. Let's advance you around a little bit. Spread out the forces there. And a new research will be required. We'll go again for the plain Doctrine. Excellent. Well, we're a bit stronger here now. A few more divisions have arrived. Let's actually make him a nice 20. Oh, did they all go over here? Ah. Yes. The done was goofed. Let's stick you over here, and let's stick you over here too. Good stuff, chaps. Cornus has been justified on, but we do not need to worry about that just yet. They're being guaranteed by allied nations, and we don't want to be involved in that at all, do we? Alright, what can we do here? Anything for offense? No, we only have defense, don't we? Oh, there's only one guy, of course. Manpower laws. We could go for limited conscription, and so we shall. Right, let's commence the attack again next episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you are enjoying the campaign so far. We're going to take these guys down. It's just they can't keep up the assault. They can't keep up with the assault we're doing here. We've got so many lives we can easily throw away without worrying about. So yes, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you again for watching. Goodbye.